Today we're in the Lake District, the Borrowdale Valley, a place called Seathwaite. We're going to walk up to Glaramara and make it around. So we're parked at the side of the road, free parking. We're heading forward now through the farm and we'll pick up our path at the other side. Just before we go through the farm, we see there's a waterfall on our right hand side. At the far side of the farm, we head forward through the gate. Just before we go through the gate, we take a shot to our right hand side. We're looking for a left turn, so we're just heading forward, following the wall on our right. We cross over the stream and go through a second gate. We're heading towards what looks like a footbridge, little streams on our right hand side. We head forward towards the bridge. Just before, we've got our footpath sign on the post. We turn left there, through the gate, uphill towards Glaramara. This is Gill. We'll cross over, make our way uphill. And then when we get to the trees that are running diagonal, we'll turn right there. That's looking to our left. We're still heading forward, following the gill. And as we make our way uphill, we look back behind us, we can see two waterfalls, above and below. And as we look to our left again, slightly back, we can see the farm and the campsite and the on-road parking. We keep going. We just keep heading forward. We can see a wall just in front of us. We bear off right, still following the gill. Before we go any higher, that's looking to our right, and that's looking to our left, over the gill. We make our way through the tiny gate in front of us. You're walking with a taxi driver today in the Lake District, 25 degrees. We're still following the gill. And as you can see, it's quite a steep old climb, this bit. There's our path, and the gill's just to the left-hand side. It's just pretty steep here, but we're near the top. We keep going. That's looking to our left, over the gill. We're starting to pull away from it slightly now. And that's looking to our right. As we get higher still, we look to our left and slightly back, and we can see Derwent water in the distance. And as we make our way further up, we can show you the top of the waterfall that we showed you earlier. It's a pretty long one, is that? If you look down below, you can see the farmer and the sheepdogs moving the sheep around. We come over the brow and just more or less keep heading forward. Look to the right hand side of them two big rocks and you can see a cairn. That's where we're heading. It's right on the skyline. And that rock formation is just to the right hand side of the cairn. As you walk by the big rock on the right, look straight ahead, you'll see the cairn. There's the view, so we just keep heading forward now. We just keep heading forward, uphill, following the cairns. There's the skyline. Let's look to our right-hand side. There's the view. And that's the view to our left. over Derwentwater. As you keep heading uphill, the path seems to fade away. We can't see any cairns, so just keep heading forward and we should come out to a path. Let's go and have a look. As you come over the top, there's the view. And now look to your right, you'll see a cairn. So we basically turn right there, heading uphill towards the cairn and Glaramara at the back. We're just at the side of the cairn now. We'll soon be on top. We keep going. And there we are, we've got the top and we see there's a tiny shelter. We're just going to take a few pictures and then we'll bear off slightly right towards where them people are walking. That's looking to our right again. As we look forward, we can see there's a hang glider more or less over our starting point there, look. And then as we pan round, you're looking over Derwentwater there, and then to our right again. We've got some tiny little tarns just down below, and then right again. Well, there's the top, and that's looking to the left-hand side of the top there, look. And then just slightly to the right of the top there. We just keep following the cairns. We're heading towards Allen Crags now. We drop down off the rocks and pick up the path slightly to our left at the other side. So we drop down again, round the side of the hill and bear slightly right. We can see the path in front of us now. Well, we drop down again by the side of a tiny tarn and back up the other side. I must admit this is a stiff old walk, is this? Especially on a day that's so warm, but the views are spectacular, they are. We're going to make our way up the other side in a minute, but just before we do, that's a view to our left. We just keep heading forward, and that's the view slightly to our right. We're nearly at the top now. We look to our left-hand side, we can see a lake. Just in front of us, we've got the summit of Allen Crags. We're on the top of Allen Crags now. In front of us, we can see the shelter. We turn right just before the shelter, heading downhill towards Sprinkling Tarn. Before we drop down any further, that's a quick shot to our left. As we make our way downhill, we cross over the stream. That's just looking slightly to the right. So we're following the path now, with the stream on our left-hand side. Downhill. There's the view. You can see the path on the right-hand side of the stream as we make our way down. And as we make our way downhill, let's just turn round and give you a shot looking back. You can see the path we're coming down on the left and the tiny waterfalls. We turn round and keep going. Well, it's 6 o'clock at night, 22nd of July, and sun's still shining. We just keep heading forward. As we head downhill, we cross over a little bridge. All we have to do now is just keep following the path, and that'll take us back to the farm in our car. We hope you've enjoyed our walk in the Lake District, Borrowdale, Glaramara and Allen Crags. You've been walking with a taxi driver today.